in this morning's meeting of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners for July 21st with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Brown.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the
republic
which
for which it
stands
one nation,
under God, indivisible, and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner. All right. So, as a reminder, this morning's meeting is a public meeting being recorded. We kindly ask that you maintain the same level of decorum as you would as if it were a meeting in person. And finally, for those of you that are calling in by phone, if you would be sure to mute your phone by pressing *6. Thank you very much. We need an approval of the minutes of the July 16th, 2020 briefing session and the July 13th, 15th, and 17th, 2020 administrative briefings.
I'll move approval of those minutes.
Second.
Right.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
The minutes have been approved.
Thank you. And then we'll move to the engineer.
Resolution number 474-20, resolution authorizing a contract Kendler and Associates LLC consulting services in the amount of $15,000.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Cornell Robertson, County Engineer for everyone in Franklin County. And I thought before I present this resolution, if I could, just give a reminder that this week is the week of the Franklin County Fair. And it's unfortunate that it's in a virtual sense, but it is being conducted with the 4-H, the youth. They're showing their animals and projects with only one family member. And so it is proceeding, but at a cautious method. And I just wanted to personally thank the Board of Commissioners for your support for the Franklin County Fair. It is so important for our youth in the 4-H. Many good things are a result of their hard work and learning the value of preparation. So
No Cornell Robertson chili cook-off this week, Cornell.
that's right. That is correct. Unfortunately, no chili cook-off this year. And you know, that's usually a Wednesday evening event with the Commissioner's Pie contest on Thursday morning, followed by the bake sale. So, you know, sad that will not be taking place either.
We'll do virtual pie tasting.
0 calories.
Marilyn's down for that. She'll get some pies delivered to the house. You know, she'll get to her favorite one this year too. Her favorite flavor, anyway.
Oh, it's not cherry, is it?
Well, I did get a Facebook notice yesterday about, you know, my ribbons and memories from years past. So
yeah.
from the chili contest.
Yep, you're always very competitive in that, Commissioner O'Grady. I appreciate for your
always
interest.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Always get a ribbon, but I never have won. You have some ringers. We have some ringers in the Franklin County Fair competition. That's for sure.
Definitely.
That or the firefighters, the Norwich Township firefighters just don't like me very much.
Stiff competition.
Yeah.
Well, Commissioners, this resolution, as stated, is a professional services contract with Kendler and Associates. They'll help us with pavement management inspection for county roads and township roads. Very straightforward.
I'll move for approval of 474-20.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 474-20 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Cornell. You know, we should bring up. I know we're going through our normal session this morning, and you know, we're yucking it up a little bit about the fair and all, but we should bring up that we are currently experiencing with CPD and the Franklin County Sheriff's Office a little bit of a rough situation. They have a stand down situation where they tried to execute a probate warrant, and there's been a shooting situation, so it's ongoing, and apparently some of the a few Franklin County sheriffs have potentially been shot. We don't have all the information at this point, and I believe it's active at the moment, and barricades have been set up, and it's being reported on television as we speak. So our thoughts are with the deputies and Columbus Police as they handle that situation. Hopefully, no one else will be hurt. But our thoughts are with them as that plays out right now. So, but we will continue our meeting, and hopefully, we'll learn more as the morning goes on. But our thoughts are definitely with Sheriff Baldwin and his team, as well as CPD. So, child support enforcement. Thank you, Engineer Robertson, and on to the Child Support Enforcement Agency.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Resolution number 475-20. Resolution authorizing a contract with the Ohio State University for the provision of providing financial literacy and individualized financial guidance to FCCSEA clients as a Families Forward demonstration provider in the amount of $5,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Assistant Director Bill Peltz, representing the Child Support Enforcement Agency. I ask your consideration in approving this resolution to authorize the CSEA to enter into a one-year contract with the Ohio State University Office of Research Programs. The contract is effective from July 1, 2020 through June 30th, 2021 in the amount of $5,000. The CSEA is the recipient of a federal demonstration grant waiver with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Administration for Children and Families, Office of Child Support Enforcement, and funding from the Kellogg Foundation. This funding provides the resources for our Families Forward Demonstration Program, or FFD. FFD is a research trial that evaluates whether providing non-custodial parents training for jobs within in-demand job sectors results in improvement in the parent's standard of living or economic mobility and in the frequency and amount of their child support payments. This contract will provide FFD participants with financial literacy coaching, budgeting, and financial planning coaching services. These individualized services will be provided at $40 per session per person. Information covered will include intake assessment of the current financial situations, including credit report review. Additional services can include the review of the participants' financial goals, preparation of a financial budget, helping to develop an emergency reserve in the times of crisis, and planning for future goals. Pending any questions, I ask this resolution be approved.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move for approval of 475-20.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 475-20 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Bill. Economic development.
Resolution number 476-20, resolution to adjust the boundaries of Montgomery Township, thereby making them conform to the boundaries of the City of Columbus, case number ANX-13-20.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jenny Snapp, Assistant Director, Economic Development and Planning. How are you today?
Good. Good morning, Jenny. How are you?
Good morning.
Doing well, thanks. This resolution is to consider a boundary change petition to adjust the boundary lines of Montgomery Township conform to the boundaries of the City of Columbus. The petition was filed by the City of Columbus pursuant to the City Ordinance number 0416-2020 on March 2nd, 2020, authorizing the submission of a petition to the Board of County Commissioners requesting that the boundary lines of Montgomery Township be changed to make them conform to the corporate limits of the City of Columbus for the Plain Township area included in the annexation. The area to be adjusted includes a parcel of land annexed to the City of Columbus from Plain Township and approved on November 5th, 2019 by yourselves, the Franklin County Board of Commissioners, as an expedited Type 1 annexation petition known as ANX-24-19. The property consisted of 0.103 acres, more or less, at Warner Road, and that was all public right-of-way, which is north of Warner Road, east of Hamilton Road, south of Central College Road, and west of Harlem Road. Under the terms of the annexation agreement between the City of Columbus and Plain Township, the boundaries of the site must be conformed so that the territory annexed to the City of Columbus from Plain Township is transferred to Montgomery Township. And of course, in this case, Montgomery Township is the paper township. The petition has been filed in accordance with Section 503.07 of the Ohio Revised Code. And pending any questions, staff requests your approval of this petition.
If there are no questions, I'll move for approval of 47620.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 476-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 477-20. Resolution to adjust the boundaries of Montgomery Township, thereby making them conform to the boundaries of the City of Columbus, case number ANX-14-20.
Commissioners, this resolution is to consider a boundary change petition to adjust the boundary lines of Montgomery Township to conform to the boundaries of the City of Columbus. This petition was filed by the City of Columbus pursuant to a city ordinance number 0417-2020, March 20th, 2020, authorizing the submission of a petition to the Board of County Commissioners requesting that the boundary lines of Montgomery Township be changed to make them conform to the corporate limits of the City of Columbus for the Clinton Township area included in the annexation. The area to be adjusted includes a parcel of land annexed to the City of Columbus from Clinton Township and approved on November 26, 2019 by the Franklin County Board of Commissioners as an expedited Type 1 annexation known as ANX-27-19. The property consists of 0.16 acres at 1480 Chesapeake Avenue, and that is north of Chesapeake, west of Northwest Boulevard, south of Chambers Road, and east of North Star Avenue. Under the terms of the annexation agreement between the City of Columbus and Clinton Township, the boundaries of the site must be conformed to the territory that's annexed to the City of Columbus from Clinton Township is transferred to Montgomery Township. And again, Montgomery Township is the paper township in this case. Petition has been filed in accordance with Section 503.07 of the Ohio Revised Code, and pending any questions, I request your approval of this petition.
If there are no questions, I'll move for approval of 47720.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 477-20 has been adopted.
Thank you.
All right. Let's move on to I would imagine that being that let's move on to public facilities management. I was say it's got to be Darla. She's sitting right in front of me.
Resolution number 478-20. Resolution
Dog.
Resolution authorizing a modification to the contract agreement with MS Consultants Incorporated to provide professional civil engineering services associated with the planning, design, and construction of a new Franklin County Corrections Center at an increase in the amount of the contract not to exceed $240,320 for a total contract amount of $1,181,899.
Good morning, Commissioners. Darla Reardon, Director of Public Facilities Management. In August of 2016, MS Consultants, Inc. was awarded a contract agreement to provide professional civil engineering services associated with the construction of the new Franklin County Corrections Center. Approval of the contract modification, delivery of additional professional civil engineering services, including design, permitting, and coordination needs for right-of-way improvements to Fisher Road. The Franklin County Engineer's Office will partner with PFM to oversee the implementation of this roadway work. Pending any questions, we respectfully request your approval of this contract modification with MS Consultants, Inc.
If there are no questions, I'll move for approval of 47820.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 478-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 479-20. Resolution authorizing a contract agreement with Alfred Incorporated to provide construction manager at risk services, including pre-construction services associated with the planning, design, and construction of the Franklin County Domestic Relations and Juvenile Court in the amount of $33,520.
This resolution authorizes a contract agreement with Elford Inc., a local firm, to provide construction manager at risk services, including pre-construction services associated with the Franklin County Domestic Relations and Juvenile Court renovation project. The project is necessary to support the addition of a second new judge in January of 2021, and design and construction documents have been completed. Elford Inc., in its response and subsequent scope review sessions, exhibited itself as qualified to provide the scope of services as outlined in the request for proposal. We appreciate the assistance of purchasing and the prosecutor's office during this process. As part of its pre-construction services, Elford shall establish a schedule, develop a cost estimate, perform constructability reviews, and provide a guaranteed maximum price, a GMP proposal that will then be considered for approval in a separate future amendment. Pending any questions, PFM requests your approval of this contract agreement with Elford Inc.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move for passage of 479-20.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 479-20 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners. Nice to see you.
Thanks, darling. Hey, darling. How's baseball coming? Is other than the heat, the craziness of normal baseball, social distancing coming along okay at baseball, or is it as much of an issue as it is in softball for my daughter and my family?
I would say it kind of feels like baseball of any other year. So, but we had our first masked up tournament. So we were pleased about that over the weekend. But yes, we could have a little more social distancing for sure. But it's tryout week, so a big week. So thanks for asking.
Well, it's been pretty bad most of the summer, as far as distancing goes for our team and our kid or our coach. Or, most of the other teams are pretty bad, but we had a situation in Dublin this weekend where the tournament directors took matters into their own hands, so it was pretty good. They threatened to throw a lot of parents out of the tournament, so that was good to see. That was very good to see. It was ungodly hot, but the tournament directors got real serious about it and stopped games and threatened to throw parents out of the park. So there was some applause going on there. It was good to see. So I wish that happened more often. Joe Mazzola would have been proud. So, all right. Well, thank you.
Thanks.
Purchasing.
Resolution number 480-20. Resolution approving purchases for Franklin County agencies in the amount of $1,381,044.44.
Good morning, Commissioners. Megan Perry, Valenier, Director of Purchasing. This resolution requests your approval of 70 purchase orders for which the County Auditor has pre-certified available funding. This week, 5 out of 9 eligible POs totaling $43,558.39 are being presented for award to 2 small and emerging business enterprises and 3 women business enterprises. This represents 55% of the eligible PO volume and 49% of the eligible PO dollar value. Pending any questions, I request your approval of this resolution.
I'll move for approval of 480-20.
Commissioner Boyce, you're muted, sir.
Oh, sorry. Second.
Thank you. Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 480-20 has been adopted.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Megan, you too. The Board of Commissioners.
Commissioner, before consideration, sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
Chris, before consideration, we actually need to have a motion to remove 471-20 from the table so that we can consider it today.
I'll make a motion to remove resolution 47120 from the table.
Commissioner,
Sorry, second.
thank you, sir. Moved and seconded. Voting, Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 471-20 has been removed from the table. Resolution number 471-20, resolution authorizing the county administrator to enter into an agreement with the Cardinal Group 2.
Good morning, Commissioners. Chris Long, Deputy Administrator. The Sheriff's Office, which obviously oversees the operations of the Correction Center, is committed to the direct supervision model in the new Correction Center and also implementing those changes within the existing facilities. Direct supervision model is a best practice nationally for both the staff of the Correction Center and the inmates within the facility. And in order for direct supervision to be most effective, it requires training not only of existing deputies, but also recruitment to match the deputies coming in with a particular skill set. The Cardinal Group has expertise in recruitment training within what's called the Strategic Inmate Management Model. They focus on 4 areas: organizational assessment, recruiting, hiring and retention strategies, staff alignment training, and coaching and ongoing administrative support to ensure that those practices are put in place. So pending any questions, would recommend approval of this resolution to allow Cardinal Group to begin work with the sheriff's team, and we will work very closely with them to ensure success.
Commissioner Grady, oh, go ahead. I was going to ask a question.
Please go ahead, Commissioner Boyce.
Chris, thanks for the update. What's the timeline and turnaround? I mean, we're really kind of tight now, given we expect the facility to open next year. Will we have something that we can execute? And given the pandemic environment, what does that mean in terms of our ability to implement their recommendations or follow through on whatever they come back with?
We believe that, well, you're absolutely right, Commissioner, that the timeframe is tight. They have a whole host of recommendations that are both in person and virtual with a number of training modules. We have also, with your support, put in place 2 training pods out at Jackson Pike that they will be able to utilize to train existing deputies as well. The agreement anticipates an 18-month follow through as well. So immediate work will be done on the recruitment element for new deputies. We have had excellent communications with the Sheriff's Office, with County Administrator Ken Wilson, the Sheriff's leadership as well, about going outside of the box in terms of their typical training and class size and class process. And so we're really, and to the credit of the Sheriff's Office, looking at full reimagining of how to do recruitment and training of existing deputies. So it, without a doubt, Commissioner, it is going to be all hands on deck to ensure success, but we're committed to it. And I believe the Sheriff's Office absolutely is as well.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner O'Grady, if I ask one more question.
Please.
Yeah. So the one thing I would ask, Chris, given the tight timeline and where this is headed, if you don't mind, I think it would be valuable, President O'Grady, to have a regular, perhaps bi-weekly update on our movement progress and kind of where we're coming out, even on the class. We've got to make sure that we're doing enough with regards to minority recruitment. Absolutely. And promotion of the class and the different things to do its best. So I'd like to personally be a little more engaged in that part of the process at the appropriate level for the Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Commissioner. We'd be happy to do that with each of you. And one of the key components of this, in addition to the training, is developing recruitment strategies and identifying both as the Cardinal Group has liked to say, fishing in a different pond in addition to existing ponds, but also making those connections with community partners in our community to really focus on the recruitment and retention. So I think that's an excellent idea, and I will incorporate that. And Ken and I are both committed to doing that. And I think it'll be a great way to make sure that both we and the Sheriff's Office is remaining directly on point, because this has to be a priority for it to be a success.
Perfect. Thank you.
Chris, is is the Cardinal Group going to be reporting to us and the sheriff's office?
Yes, the agreement is with the Board of Commissioners, but we will have they'll have a co-line of reporting. So we will be as engaged as the sheriff's office, if not more.
Good. I think that's important to Commissioner Boyce's comments. I think it's really going to be important that we have that line of communication.
Great.
Good.
If there are no further questions, I'll move for approval of 47120.
Sorry, second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Brown,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 471-20 has been adopted.
All right. Clerk Ken and Lang, do we have any journalizations today?
Commissioner, we have 3 this morning from Economic Development and Planning. The first, case number ANX-15-20, an expedited type 2 annexation petition ANX-15-20 was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on July 14th, 2020. The petition is requesting to annex 0.425 acres, more or less, from Madison Township to the city of Columbus. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on August 18th, 2020. Site 6542 Lehman Road, PID number 181-000070. The next, case number ANX-16-20. An expedited annexation petition ANX-16-20 was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on July 14th, 2020. The petition is requesting to annex 17.3 acres, more or less, from Prairie Township to the city of Columbus. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on August 18th, 2020. Site 931 Rome Hilliard Road, PID number 240-000203. And the last, case number ANX-17-20, an expedited type 2 annexation petition ANX-17-20 was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on July 14th, 2020. The petition is requesting to annex 18.943 acres, more or less, from Hamilton Township to the village of Obetz. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on August 18th, 2020. Site 2675 Bixby Road, PID number 150-000795. 26 Road, PID number 150-000793. 3188 Toy Road, PID number 150-000800. 3184 Toy Road, PID number 150-002408, and an unnumbered parcel, Toy Road, PID number 150-000799.
Okay. Appreciate that. Is there anything else? Mark, do you, I don't know if there's any other media on the call, but Mark, go ahead. Question for us this morning.
I'm chasing too many other things today. I have no questions.
Okay, thank you. We are still gathering information regarding the situation with the sheriff's office, so nothing concrete enough to report at the moment.
You don't happen to know anything about what the federal folks are announcing as far as public corruption this afternoon, do you? Press conference at 2:30.
Nothing more than you know, and nothing to comment about online, or nothing to comment on officially, other than this.
I don't know he saw you. I don't know that he saw that, John.
That's okay. I'm not doing it again. We're on as a public call. Nothing to comment. We've all, I'm sure, read what you've read, Mark. So I don't know. I don't have any more information than that.
But you could say definitively it doesn't involve Franklin County commissioners, right?
Not to the best of my knowledge.
Right.
he's never involved us in anything before. Why would he involve us in that? You know, we've never had any contact with him or with, the legislature. So no, definitively, no. So,
Seems like a great place to end.
good place to end. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Stay safe.
Everybody.